Are you ready to embrace a new level of beauty and self-expression?
Hi guys, and welcome to this tutorial. So have you ever wondered why some advertising videos are so enticing and convincing that they push you to actually look at the product? And sometimes you look at the product and then you say, wow, this advert is more than what this product looks like. And also you also sometimes question the brand, the owner of the product, why they have to spend so much on advertising. Now, here's the secret. You don't have to spend anything on advertising. I mean, if you want the premium stuffs, you have to pay something, which is cheaper than actually getting an advertising agency to handle your adverts. Because it doesn't come easy when an agency wants to take over your brand and then customize it. With the growth of artificial intelligence, this has become so cheap and easy, and at a point very free if you know what you're about. So this is how AI works. AI takes an input, okay, from you, and then it gives you a result, a response based on what you've asked. Now, with the fusion of two of our major AIs we have right now, which is Steve.ai and then ChatGPT, we are going to make a killing advertising video, okay? It will be an ad that is supposed to kill the market. Like, we take this ad into the market and then we get a response. And here's how we go about it. Before we commence, I would like to talk about these separate tools individually as they are. And let's start with ChatGPT. So ChatGPT has actually gone a lot, and it offers a lot of service to people who actually use it. And the thing is, I am just like a beginner in terms of usage. Not like a beginner, but I don't need any of those premium stuffs yet. So I'm still using the ChatGPT 3.5, which is totally free, but it's limited in the sense that the data, the response you can get is only up to 2022, I think so. So if I ask a question that has to do with current affairs, like right now, I won't get a response because the 3.5 that I'm using, okay, won't give you a response up to today, but up to 2022. And that's what I was talking about in the intro about the limitation. Because if I need a premium stuffs, which I think is fair to pay for, if I need the premium stuffs, I have to pay. So people who are like journalists, those who write blog and need up-to-date content, that's cool for you. But with me and what I use it for, I will buy when there's the need to. I'll pay for. So just a quick presentation of how it works. Okay, you see this box, input box here, where it's saying I should send a message. Now, this is where you input your message, what you want the AI to do for you, okay? So in this case, I want to know how the AI is faring. I'll just say, hello, buddy. And then let's see. It takes the hello, buddy I sent, process it, and gives me a response. And what it's saying is, hello, how can I assist you today? Now, with every response, we have three tools, like three functions on every response AI gives you. That's ChatGPT, not every AI. Over here, we have a copy. When I click copy, it copies this response into the clip art that I can paste everywhere, okay? Now, if I also click this thumb up, I vote and say this response is actually cool, it's contextual, and it's positive. Now, if the response is not, assuming I ask ChatGPT like, hello, Betty, and it says like, go and drink water. At that point, you should know that, no, ChatGPT is not being accurate, so you can give it a vote down, and we can also regenerate this same response with the regenerate button. When I click, it clears the first response it gave me and it tries to give me another response, and now it has more options whereby I can say, okay, this is better, this is worse, or whatever, and that's it. So now we are going to use these two tools, okay? Because to be good at AI, you have to know how to feed it. It's like Google, how Google indexing works. You see, we have situation whereby two people can pick Google, look for data, research on a subject, and just based on Google, one person will come with enough information to actually blow everyone up, and the other person will come with less. Now you have to know how these tools work. The indexing is just something you have to know when you want to work with Google. You have to know how Google thinks, Google behaves before you can get, because it's like you communicating with your neighbor, okay? If you don't understand the language they understand or speak, you can't. Let's say your neighbor speaks only Spanish and understands Spanish, and you're asking your neighbor questions in French. It won't happen. It will be hard. And excuse me to say, we have some people who don't have a sharp English as, like, let's say British English. So excuse me to say, okay, so assuming you have someone coming from India who doesn't understand English flexibly like someone from UK, if they're having a conversation, they will be limited. If you've been in this case, you notice that they'll be limited in the kind of info, like questions they can ask and response they can get. Fine, one person, for instance, the UK person will feel like, I'm asking you straight questions. Why are you not giving me answers? That's because the Indian guy doesn't understand fully what you are talking about. Okay, so this is how like AI also behaves. You have to understand how AI gives responses. Okay, you have to feed it well, and then you will have like your killer response. And same applies to the Steve.ai. Over here, you will see the walkthrough when we are creating our first video. Depending on the message you feed, that's what Steve AI brings out. Okay, so for instance, if you're doing an advert about a drink, okay, and then you just push, Steve AI tells you that, what is this advert about? I need content. And you talk to Steve AI about, let me say, food. Well, it will give you advert based on food. And when you push it with a drink product, no, you are missing it. You won't get that killer video we need. Okay. So one thing you should take note is you have to understand how this AI thinks. Okay, you have to understand, and constantly understanding how AI thinks is having interactions with it. When ChatGPT came, I had issues getting the response I needed, but with constant communication, I made it a daily thing to talk to ChatGPT. Like, it was my buddy. Okay, so we could talk a lot. I could tell it, change my, like, from now, consider my name to be this, and anytime I ask ChatGPT, hey, what's my name, and then does it. And that's one thing about ChatGPT, it doesn't forget. Now I just hit this note. These are recent chats I've had with ChatGPT. Okay, so any chat you have, ChatGPT locks the chat, and you can click. And when you click and you continue the conversation, it uses that brain for that chat to give you responses. So that is how it works. Now, enough of the introduction. Let's get our hands dirty on the reason why we are here. Now, this is Steve AI, and what Steve AI does is it actually gives you a killer advert for your product. Not just a product, but anything you need advertise for. You don't have to go and pay a graphic designer to make cool animations for your product. No, Steve AI is here to do it for you free, and this is their homepage, how it looks like. Now, we are not going to explore all these options, pricing, login, and blah blah blah. We are not, because we are here for a specific task, to make a killer video for our brand, our product. So first of all, to do anything over here, all you need to do is to sign up. You need an account, and it's for free. All it requires is your email, username, password, and now when you click on sign up option, so this is also using other authentication modules. Okay, now you see sometimes you can try logging into a service and they say, fine, we trust this third-party service. You can use the authentication method if you already have a key over there, and this is how it works. Okay, it's like I've made a door that you have to pass through before you come into my room, but I tell you, I trust my brother, so I've made a whole, like, another entry in my room, between my room and my next my next room person, maybe my brother. So that means you can pass through my brother's room and come to my room. So in this case, if you have a key to my brother's room, okay, you have access to my room, because when you get into my brother's room, you can come into my room through another door inside. That one is not locked. So that's the trust, because I trust my brother to handle the keys well. I trust his keys that they are legit, and this is the scenario over here. So you have two options. You can either just sign up, fill in your username, email address, password, and then sign up. That's all. Or you can either use Facebook or Google. So in this case, this is my room where you have to provide my key, which is username, email, and password, and you have to agree to all the terms and services. Or you can pass through my brother, who is like, that is Google, because when you come to Google, you just authenticate with my brother's keys and you have access to my room. So let's use Google. Now when you click on Google, it takes you to a next page. In this page, you will have to select the Google account you need to use. Okay, so as I'm telling the person, like the person I'm giving access into my room, that you can use my brother's room, just go through my brother's room and get to me. Now the person gets into the house and there are 5 brothers with 5 different rooms. So which room specifically? So you have to select. Okay, and in this case, I'm just using a test email that I have that for this purpose. Okay, now after your email is selected, it will take time, do some authentication between Google and then Steve AI, how their interfaces communicate. This is backend stuff that only happens between Google and Steve AI. Now we are done creating our account and our dashboard is loaded. So this is the thing. Okay, because of the name that I have associated with my brother has, okay, that is the name that, so let's forget about my brother and stuff. Automatically your username will be like the name of your Google, your details on Google. It will just copy your details on Google, your email, your username, your date of birth, if it requires, and everything, okay. And then this is the thing, we have free stuffs and premium stuffs. As I told you, that AI is cheap, but if you want the good stuffs, you have to go extra, like I explained with ChatGPT. With Steve AI, is totally free for a lot of products. Okay, at least products that are available. But if you want the good stuffs, okay, which we will keep seeing how good a video can get with premium services. But for now, we're just doing something free and there's no need. So just to get started with, we have different types of products over here, okay, that they can offer you, okay, and these are all of them in this category. So they have text to video, text to animation, block video, which is improved, and then block to animation, and then a whole bunch. But our focus over here is text to animation. Okay, now you just click start on the product you need to use. It opens a new page in your browser, and then it loads the tool you want to use for you. Based on the tool we've selected, which is text to animation, okay, so we have this modal that will help us auto generate some script. Okay, so this is one thing you should notice. I don't want to close this modal, but you see behind the modal we have scene 1, and type your script here. So every scene will have a text, a contextual text. Okay, every scene should have a contextual text, and based on this contextual text, that's what the AI will use to get like contextual image and graphics for the video. Okay, so first of all, this is an animation video, which we validate is what we are looking for, and then the size is 16:9. That's horizontal. Okay, so this is like a screen size, right? And we have the option to select a category. We have announcement, birthday, business, everything, and then a whole lot, travel, wishes, and stuff. So this one we are doing advertisement, right? And then title of the advertisement. So babysitter wanted, developer resume, new product announcement, and then a whole lot. So in this case, okay, let's just choose let's say a teaser, okay, a product teaser. So let's look at a right user story. Let's say we are launching a salon, okay, or a boutique. Now let's take that story. Let's go with the salon. Let's go with the salon story. That will be perfect. So we select product line teaser, and then you click on create script. So you see these are the scripts it will auto generate for you. Okay, so the first thing will be like, think of getting a GoPro but annoyed by its shortcomings. We feel you. So in this context, okay, the GoPro here will be like the product. The GoPro here will be like a product. Now this is why I chipped in ChatGPT, because I'm not a marketing guy. You are not a marketing guy. You're just someone who wants to kickstart a business, or already have a business that is underperforming. So in this case, even with Steve AI, you still need to pay people to get you the context, right? You need to pay people to get you the keywords that will be that will bring people up, okay? And then in this case, that's where I rely on ChatGPT for this. Okay, so ChatGPT, you can ask it of a whole lot and it will help you. Okay, so let's look at our story. Our story is we are launching a salon for unisex. Okay, and then we actually need marketing tips for this. Okay, so let me just type something in ChatGPT and we'll get something contextual. So I'll say I am creating a marketing campaign to launch my unisex salon. I need a message, a creative message, and also points that will make my salon unique. Okay, points that makes my salon unique. Now when you hit enter, ChatGPT takes your input and then thanks, and then after it's done taking, it will give you, right? So let me see if this is okay. Develop a unique eye. No, so you see, this is what I'm telling you. You have to know what to feed into ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is actually giving me steps into making this a successful. Okay. Now I don't need this. I don't need these steps. So I can just stop getting this response and then I say, I need a sample message. Now this will give, okay, so you see, ChatGPT is actually giving me like points that can help. Okay, so see, ChatGPT says, certainly, here's a sample marketing message to promote your unisex salon. Discover your unique uh, beauty at your salon name, blah, 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 blah. So this is what we are going to do first. So we'll take this one first, right? Copy the first text over here and then come to Steve.ai. I think Steve.ai takes a couple of texts in a scene, but let's see how we can summarize this and get the best. Now we paste and then you see Steve.ai has actually taken this into 3 scenes. I told you, right? So we have to make some edits and get it right. So it says, are you ready to embrace a new level of beauty and self-expression at okay, let me ask ChatGPT for example. I need a unisex salon names, like 10. So it will give me 10 unique salon names. Here are creative names. So let's see names we can use. Evolve Edge Salon. Okay, now Fashion Trend Salon. Okay, let's try the Evolve Edge Salon. Okay, so instead of using this salon name here, we will try with at Evolve Trend Salon. Then we take this text out, your salon name. And then yes, I think that's what we need. Okay, so this is here's what make our salon unique, right? So we need this thing out here. We have to delete this scene, also delete scene 5, then also delete scene 5 again. So now we have to add another scene, and this scene will be our unique what makes us unique, right? So ChatGPT told us first skilled artistry. So so let's try this and see. Paste this and see how many scenes it will give us. So this will give us like how many scenes? 2 scenes. Now let's add another scene and then eco-friendly. So let's just choose like 3, right? 3. So let me add the signature treatment and then that's it. Just to get this video short. So this is it. So you just have to provide this text, but we don't have idea. Okay, so now we can add a final one. We'll say 1 minute, let me see. So let's add this one. Ready to unlock your unique potential, book appointment today at, and then we put experience my so let's try this last one. 1 minute. I just want to add something that will give us a final and catchy message that will make sense. Okay, so it says ready to unlock your unique beauty potential, book your appointment today and experience the magic of, then our salon name, Evolve Edge Salon. So we just paste this. So yeah, since we are done pasting and I think our message is clear, let's just go over the message to see that we are okay. So here says, are you ready to embrace a new level of beauty and self-expression? Yes. And so you see how I actually integrate AI into my life. Okay, you see this blue green icons over here. This is Grammarly. Okay, what Grammarly does is correct your grammar. Okay, it corrects your grammar whilst you are typing, and they have a keyboard for phones. So like everything I do, I just integrate AI, and it's actually perfect. It's perfect if you start using AI. It makes life simple. I can just pass into AI that I need an email for this, and then it will give me an email. I just paste, and then it's contextual. So that's one thing about the emails. Okay, so now since we are done with this, the next step is we need to make some final settings. Okay, so our video is about product launch. We need animation video, which we selected, and our source is all, and also we need a voice. We need to add a voice. So let's click on add a voice and then see. We can get different kind of voice. Now we are using English and the accent is US, right? So this one, we will use a female voice because people like females, right? So we click on female.
Hello, I am Joanna from Steve. I'm one of the voices you can use to make your text lifelike.
So that is a sample of the voice we hear, Joanna's voice. Now, that was when I told you premium comes in, okay? So you see this premium, Kendra, Kimberly, Sally, they are all premiums. And there's a child over here, Ivy.
Hello, I am Ivy from Steve. I'm one of the voices you can use to make your text lifelike.
So in this case, if you are targeting kids, okay, you can use this to draw attention of parents and then kids saloon. And also we can change the accent over here. Like let's say British, okay, British. And then we go for female. And then we go for Emma, okay.
Hello, I'm Emma from Steve. I'm one of the voices you can use to make your text.
So this actually targets British people, okay, people who are used to British accent. Now let's stay with Emma and click generate voice. So now what this generate voice does is, you won't see the process, but it generates voice based on this, okay. Now we have to go next and see what happens next. So when you click on next, it will generate your video, and this is the next stage where we select the design, okay, the style and the presentation we want our video to look like. Now, this is one presentation. This is another template, okay? And then, okay, this is another template, okay? This is also another template. I think I'll go for this template, right? Because this template looks like a woman, and then it looks like what we are looking for, okay? Now, you just click on the template you need. After clicking, you let it load. And then it will take us to the workspace. In the workspace, the AI will take time to then produce your video. Okay, it takes into consideration the text, the voice, the animation, all the object it needs. Depending on how fast or slow your internet is, your results will come fast or slow. Now, after your video is generated, it takes you to the workspace, and here is my workspace. Things you should note will follow. If you've not paid, if we are still using free version, you see the Steve.ai watermark, it will be in the video. And this is how our video will start with. And this is the length of the video. It's 1 minute 24 seconds. And these are the scenes down here, scene by scene by scene by scene by scene. So you can actually choose make more edits over here before we finalize it, and I'll show you examples. So for instance, let's just watch our video for some seconds and see what we've produced.
Are you ready to embrace a new level of beauty and self-expression? At Evolve Edge Salon, we're more than just a salon, we are partners in personal style and confidence. Our commitment to excellence and innovation sets us apart from the rest. Here's what makes us unique. Skilled artistry, our team of experts.
So you can see the story. This is how our video looks like after we are done exporting. And as I told you, there are some touches we can also do here. For instance, each scene, you can either prolong the scene length or you can reduce it. So this is scene 2, right? And then it's 8 seconds. We can increase this because based on the message, the context, we can reduce the time. Okay, if we are saying this scene to last for 4 seconds, it means the voice will have to go 2 times faster, which will make the video, every part of the video connected. That is so wrong for video. And also, we can decide to hide this current slide, and we can also decide to hide text in all slides. Okay. And this is transitioning. So transitioning is actually effects that appear. Like you can let the next scene zoom from the top, sideways, or whatever. And we can also change background color and layout. And there's an option to duplicate a scene over here. So if you get here and everything is just as you want, okay, this is the publish button, right? So you click on the publish. It will take time to generate your video, okay? And this video will be available for downloading. And this was when I told you about premium stuffs and free stuffs, okay? Right now, the size we have is HD, 720 pixels, right? You see, you can get more pixels. You can get more full HD, 2K, 4K Ultra, and this all depends on, that's the good stuffs I was talking about. So if you are willing to pay, if you are taking this on, if you are a marketing agency and people come to you for marketing, like ads like this, You can use Steve.ai. You just pay, you give them extra, you take money from your clients, you come to Steve.ai, generate the video, and then you actually pay, you get your money, and then everything is fine. But for educational purpose like me, I would just stick to this HD 720 pixels, and then the video type is MP4, and then I click on download. You see my total cost is 0. Now let me just try something. Let's make this. You see, it's asking me to actually subscribe. Starter is $45 a month, $60 a month for Pro, and this is not wrong. This is not wrong if you are using this for work. But this is just educational purpose, so I think it's okay. But if I'm using this, because if this is $45 a month, and you are actually a marketing agency, and you're making more than $4,500 a month. So if you are paying like $45 a month, and you're able to make $4,500 a month, okay, you should make more than that. But this is just an assumption. And then you are laying off a lot of workers. Sorry, the laying off. You are reducing your cost. Okay, let's use the word cost. You are reducing your cost by paying for this. Then I think it's a win for you, which is okay. So now everything checks. You just click on download. And then it says here, done editing. By hitting download, one free video download limit will be consumed. So this is where paying for the premium stuff also comes in. If you want the good stuff, even with low quality video and limited options, you can only download 3 videos in a month. So for this month, after downloading this video, I have only 2 videos left I can download from this account, which is not nice if you are using this for production. So because this is just for educational purpose, I'll just click download and then get my download done. Now, the thing is, it will take time to process this video, and everything is done in a backend. Okay, so that's one cool about the web app. It gives you an option to keep doing other work whilst they are preparing your video. And you can see the log of video if you have nothing to do. Okay, this is the log of how the video is being generated and a whole lot, audio adding, and this is cool. After this is done, you will get your file. If also you feel like you have extra thing to do, you see there's a link over here, manage export. If I open this link in a new tab, one thing you will notice is all videos you've done that are pending to download will be in my export. Okay, and I think pending videos will still also be there, because you can see right now project land teaser. This is the video details, and the status is what, 50% done. So you can be monitoring your status over here. Just close this window and then leave over here. Monitor your status. When it's done, you have option to download here, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You have options to share them directly. And yes, that's it. That's how you can use artificial intelligence to simplify your life and then cut costs, which is very necessary.